Here's Cardio.
Alright, day 2 recap. Ignore the fact that I'm in bed, I got a half day at work, and what else are you supposed to do when you're let out of work early? So, first exercise was hex dumbbell push-ups, one arm. I sent the video that I took to Joe, and he was like, that's not what I meant. I don't know what I meant, but that's not it. But whatever you did was fine, because it blew up the shoulders. The hex was necessary. The hex dumbbell, absolutely necessary, because even the hex dumbbell started rolling away a little bit. And then moved on to seesaw bench press, which was, I feel the burn by the end of every single set, so it's not killing me. It's the most consistently building. And I've had the same weight for that this week and last week, 70 pounds per hand, 140 total pounds in dumbbells. And then we moved on to the pulse push-ups. Those are fun. I used to do something similar on AMRAPs. We jump into the Larson pause press. The first set of that, it was 3 sets of Larson pause press, no sinking, which I guess is something, because you can kind of rest a bar on your belly. It's only like 325 pounds. Like, you just rest that on your belly and you're not activating any sort of muscles, and then it turns into a pin press without the pins. The first set, I forgot to do the pauses. I was just really excited to get under a bar and bench, because bench is my favorite, no doubt about it. But the pauses burn you out more. So if you don't pause it, you're activating your fast twitch muscles. But if you do pause it, you're relying more on your slow twitch muscles. And I've got jack shit for slow twitch muscles. If I make a lift on the platform, it's going to look easy. If I don't make it, it's gonna look like I just couldn't even do anything with it. We did a set of 3 sets of 8 with that, and then we did 3 sets of 6, also paused Larson presses. The third set, technically I failed. I got 5 reps in, I racked it, I took 5 seconds, and then I did the 6th rep, because that absolutely is blowing me up. And then we upped we did 3 count pauses, regular bench, bumped up to 365 for that. Those are pretty good. I like regular bench press. It's when we take variables out, like leg drive. I've got pretty good leg drive. When we take that out, a lot of my power goes away. Bench is a leg movement. We're strengthening the weakest part of the bench movement. And then we moved on to the overhead cable extensions. Those don't look hard, but the instruction that Joe gave me is big stretch, which means full range of motion. Get that big stretch in your triceps. Sets of 25, 5 sets of 25 with 90 seconds rest in between. If you've ever had a pump so good that it felt like your bones are breaking, that's what this felt like. But anyways, 5 sets of 25. The first set was really controlled. The second set was good and controlled for about 20. Third set about 15, and then the 4th and 5th sets were clean for about 15 reps. And then I started rushing. I was like, oh no, I feel the pump. I feel the failure incoming. I was basically grinding out the last 10 reps of every single one of those sets. After the first set, we jumped into the external rotations with overhead press slow motion. My weakest lift is my overhead press. I don't think I've ever hit a 225 seated overhead press. My shoulders are weak as fuck, and I'm not on the radar for possible powerlifters to go into strongman, because my deadlift, my overhead press, and that's strongman's basically just 20 different variations of those two things. So we got that done. The external rotations, we jumped up 20 pounds this week, did 50 pounds on that, and then the 30 pound slow motion overhead press was much better, much cleaner this time than previous weeks. I was able to slow it down even further, be able to have that mind muscle connection with the shoulders, and I was able to control more of the slow twitch muscles going on there, that neuropathic pathways, or whatever big words that other big lifters use when they're talking about just being able to control the muscles that are contracting and uncontracting. Yeah. And then we finished up with those wide-legged ab mat sit-ups. I don't have an ab mat at my gym, so I just rolled up a yoga mat and stuck that under the small of my back. And I don't know how strict Joe wants me to be with those, because if you'll notice, I do a lot of a lot of kind of like rocking when it comes to doing the sit-up part of it, especially once the core is getting heavily fatigued. So I did sets of 15, 9, and 8 because the rep scheme was 3 by AMRAP with 60 seconds rest. I think it was 60 or 90 seconds rest. The only exercise that had more than 90 seconds rest on this day was the paused 4x4 3-count pause bench press. On the main movement, I get a little bit of extra rest time. That's what we're focusing on. But anyways, that was just day 2. On to the next one.